All right, folks, dash cam. It's 55 degrees this morning. I'm not gonna lie, this has been some of the most difficult fishing I've experienced in a while. I've been fishing on the ocean pretty hard with limited success. So we're gonna switch it up. I've been looking for that king mackerel locally and it's just not happening. I think everything's kind of off after the hurricane. I mean, don't get me wrong, right after the hurricane, the fishing was freaking great. But now it's, I think the local bait pushed out after the hurricane and it's just, I'm waiting for stuff to show up along the beach. So we are gonna probably, I think today we're gonna look in the marsh and we're gonna harvest something. Speckled trout's around. Maybe we can find, I wanna get like some grunts or something a little off. So let's see what we can do. I'm gonna put the camera away, get on the water at sunrise, on the water at sunrise and take it from there. Well, it's definitely day. The south winds are not in my favor. They're definitely going to be working against me today. Typical full south wind pattern or southwest. You know, October, November, you have south winds. They're usually pretty strong. It's like that's kind of a coastal rule. October southwest, November southwest. It ain't 5 to 10. Catch anything on the shad, so going with a smaller profile right now. Small sting silver jig. Came here to catch some pinfish to use for live bait, and then maybe make my way to the other side. Water's pretty dirty though. Just got a bluefish. I can strip him up for bait in a second. Let's get another one right now. Strip him on a bucktail is kind of what I'm thinking. What did I get on here? Oh, hell yeah, man. Talk about an upgrade. We went from bluefish to Spanish mack. Always a delicious fish. Ah. Alright. Let's do a new theme. What is my inch total of different species for the day? That's going to be the newest theme on the channel. Alright, so we got to measure it to this part. Spanish mackerel, you don't measure to the tip, you measure to the fork. And that's like a 15.5 incher. Pretty standard fish. Good table fare. You don't eat them, you can freeze them, use them for bait later. And they don't release that well unless you hook them real nicely. Thinking I might go look for some speckled trout. Kind of what's the game that's playing in my head right now. The drum gods are not in my favor today. I mean, I've been jigging for like an hour. And I might have finally got one. Nah, I think sea bass. Black sea bass. Yep. But not what I need. So there ain't much doing today. It's that one Spanish mack. I think I dropped one redfish. We're probably gonna do one more drift and head out in the marsh, I think. See what's doing in there. So the common theme of the fisherman is to always be exhausted. This right here is my new favorite packaged, iced, caffeinated beverage available on the market. It's actually pretty good. I drink my coffee black, unsweetened. I like the darker roast coffee. I'm not a big fan of Starbucks in general, but this is good. This is good. First time trying it. I highly recommend it. There'll be an affiliate link in the description of where... I'm kidding. But yeah, it's pretty good. Alrighty. We're making our way through the marsh. See some mullet. Looking for grass trout. I'm just gonna work my way along all this grass, creek mouths, more grass, and see if we find anything. Looks like I'm probably gonna work anywhere from like 2 to 4 feet of water is my guess.
there he is. Is that a redfish? I think that's a red. Maybe a bluefish even. Could be anything. Nice trout, huh? That'll make the net. Ooh. On the board, look at that. Here I was thinking we'd only catch some dinks. It's good to see I know how to work a mirror lure properly. 20-inch trout. It's a pretty nice fish. We're gonna keep this guy. He's only got one fang. He's supposed to have two. But man, it's a good looking fish. A good looking one for sure. Nice, huh? All right, we're learning something here. Some value. Small one. Learning the way of the popping cork right now. Oh boy. We're learning how to be a big Guggen too. See that right there? It's a triple tail. Let's see if I can net him. Is he quick enough? That's what a triple tail does, man. He just kind of floats. They like to float. See? They call them triple tail because they have 3 tails. That's a juvenile. How cool is that, huh? Fatigue. Alright. Another short. Sign of life. Oh. What's a day without one of these? It's a pretty big one actually. The old lizard stick. Better trout right there. Should keep. Maybe. No, he's a shorty. Ooh, he's giving me the trout shoots. Now that current's moving right there. Damn. Alright, I think I found a school of these things. See what the deal is. 13, yep. Yeah, as soon as it hits the bottom, it's like stacked in this little outflow here. It's that pre-fall speckled trout bite. Looking like just straight trout. Trout. Speckled trout and gray trout are closely related, even though they don't really inhabit the same environments. If you ask me, they inhabit very different environments. With speckled trout being the marsh trout, weak fish or gray trout being the deep water trout. Although historically, weak fish definitely used to spawn in environments like this, and probably still do. We used to catch when I was a kid. 10-pound plus weak fish in the marsh in the springtime. Set up on something very similar to this, spawning. Before the 10-pound plus weak fish became nearly extinct, it was not uncommon to catch a 10-pound gray trout when I was a kid. Talking 2006 to 2008, somewhere around there. Now you catch a 10-pound gray trout, give yourself a pat on the back. Used to not be that rare to get one of those big weak fish. Used to call them tide runners. Would run the tide in a marsh-like environment like this. Ancient history, my friends. 20 to 25 inch weak fish are healthy, but 26 to 36 inch weak fish, not quite the same. Definitely not quite what it used to be. That's right, 36 inch gray trout. Can you imagine that? Any old timer will tell you, like, holy crap, yeah, I remember that. I'm officially one of those guys now. I remember when. Alright guys, we're gonna head back to the kitchen right now. I think I'm done over here. Been a pretty long day too, actually, not much to show for it. But yep. Everything we use, there's links in the video's description. You can buy these setups from jnh.com. Medium fast action rod, Daiwa Fuego LT, 15-pound braid. I used an assortment of jigs today. There's links in the video's description of what I used. Yeah, from mirror lures to soft plastics. Definitely soft plastics got the quantity, but quality fell on the mirror lure. So interpret that how you would like. It's pretty interesting. All right, so here is your speckled trout. Obviously the main difference between this and a gray trout is the spots on these guys. I've eaten a couple of these and I remember liking them a lot more than the weak fish where they're cousin, the gray trout. Gray trout's very mushy. These guys are a lot firmer. Definitely a really popular fish to eat around here. Not bad for a first go. Not bad at all. All right, there's your two fillets. Let me just trim it up a little bit. Uh-oh. We effed it up, man. Cha-ching, we got some skin on there. All I'm gonna do here is just put a little bit of salt on it. Well, this is my first time filleting one of these. Dan did it for me last time. So, yeah, soft. Take it easy on the knife, man. That's all. Flesh looks good, a lot less dark meat than the weak fish. So, we will catch up when it's time to prep it, probably in a day. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not much of a speckled trout person. I mean, I haven't eaten much of it, so I don't know if it's best fried. It's got a weird like texture after filleting it. So I don't know if it was best to prepare it fried, bake it, put it on the grill. I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I'm gonna bake it in butter, not in butter, but I'm gonna wrap it in foil, put some butter on it, put a couple of herbs on it, maybe some paprika and like greens on it, and serve it with a coleslaw. I'm kind of curious to see the real flavor of the trout. It seems a little too soft to fry it. Maybe it is good fried. I don't know. You know, it's one of these things I'm gonna have to figure out on my own to see how I end up liking it. So that means an episode of Cooking with Elias. That means it's gonna be a disaster. Get ready. All right, for seasoning, we're just gonna put a little lemon pepper and probably just gonna put a little smoked paprika on here. Okay. Okie dokie, next thing we're gonna do here is we're just gonna kind of layer it up with some good stuff. Can't go wrong with some butter, some shallots, a little bit of rosemary, some chives, a little bit of parsley, and some lemon. Top it off. Right, and I'm gonna wrap it tight. And repeat the process with the other one, and we're gonna throw these in the oven for about 15 minutes each. Yeah, and I prepped the Spanish mack the same way I did the Barracuda. It's real good, this preparation with Spanish mack. If you're curious to ever try it, that is my preferred Spanish mackerel recipe. I'm gonna put these guys in here for about 15 on the mack, probably 20 minutes on the specs. Okay folks, let's see what we got here. I did a terrible job plating that Spanish mackerel, so what? It's really good with the teriyaki glaze though. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, that smells good. So I actually will tell you what I think of speckled trout. Now let's cut into it. Not bad, looks pretty good. Firm flesh. Let's turn the camera around so you can see. Here we go. Let's give this one a taste. Very good, very, very good. Every time I bite into this fish, I expect it to taste like the gray trout. It's tough to say what I would compare it to, speckled trout. I don't know. That's a good question. What would I compare speckled trout to? It tastes nothing like its cousin, the weak fish. Nothing like it. More of like a crab-like texture. I can see why people really like this fish for the table. Of all the inshore fish, I do think it's better than redfish. I like redfish a lot, but I think this is more appealing of fish at the table than redfish. Redfish needs that specific preparation, you know, either blackened or grilled. You know, baked, it's not as great. Fried, it can be good. I actually like this better than flounder, and I do like flounder a lot. I think, I don't know, it might not freeze very well, but it's got a little more flavor to it than flounder, speckled trout. And I know some people might think I'm crazy to say I like speckled trout over flounder. I think I do. Yeah, and of the inshore fish that I have around here, yeah, I definitely enjoy it. Like, I like the black drum, I like the sheepshead speckled trout. I think the speckled trout's way better than a striper in terms of an inshore fish, in terms of taste. Yeah, of the inshore fish that you can catch in the back bay, I think it is one of the best. That being said, I think so. I would put it up there as one of the better back bay fish you can get. Listen, great eats, good times, fun stuff. Still kind of slow fishing. I'm hoping it's going to improve by the time you see this video. There's got to be some bait coming down the beach. I'm really holding my breath on the false albacore and king mackerel right now. I'm hoping to get into them real soon, man. It's, you know, I don't want to keep redfish. I like redfish a lot, but there's pelagic stuff running the beach. Love to get into some of them. But, you know, I think this speckled trout fishing is supposed to get better November, December. I just got the first wave of these fish probably after the first couple of cold fronts. It's a great eating fish, man. It's fun. They're fun to catch. I'm sure I will really enjoy fishing for them when I start seeing some better quality fish in the mix too, which will hopefully be soon enough. So, guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope you learned something. There's links in the description of everything I used. Today's trip. That was good stuff. I'm gonna finish eating and we will catch up with you soon. I haven't been uploading as much. The views are kind of down. I don't think that's necessarily a thing that I'm doing. I think that's more the YouTube algorithm. I'm not being shown up as a suggested video anymore, etc., etc. I think that's like an October thing. I had the same pattern last year in October. So I haven't been working as hard on that. I've been doing other projects right now. Some pretty interesting ones I'm working on. Hopefully we can share some of those pretty soon if they work out. That being said, let me get going. Tomorrow we fish back in the ocean. We've been fishing the ocean getting skunked. So that's what I got. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch up very soon with you. Tight lines.